They don't see your life, you're not the willing in this fight. Morphine misunderstood. You're not bad, you're good. Helping pain, not hastening time. Breathing easy, let it flow. Morphine misunderstood. You're not bad, you're good. At the edge of life, you take the stage, not a thief, not a cage. You're the bridge, a gentle tide, shortness of breath and pain subsides. You're not the end, you're the peace we seek. In a moment fragile, in a moment weak. Morphine misunderstood. You're not bad, you're good. Helping pain, not hastening time. Breathing easy, let it flow. Morphine misunderstood. You're not bad, you're good. Ease the weight from my chest. No rush, no race, just sweet rest. Morphine misunderstood. You're not bad, you're good. Helping pain, not hastening time. Breathing easy, let it flow. Morphine misunderstood. You're not bad, you're good. Morphine misunderstood.
With that, I know you're ready to dance. Wow. How about another nice hand, yeah? Production. Ritabelle Fernandes and those girls just dancing along. Well, it's time to introduce a very special artist, Mark N. Brown. Born and raised on Oahu, has been active in the arts for the last 40 years. Mark is one of the Hawaii's premier playing artist and art teacher and weekly classes on the island of Oahu. His unique style of impressionistic landscape paintings can be seen throughout the Hawaiian Islands in private collections, as well as numerous art galleries. Fine retail shops and government facilities. Ritabelle joined his weekly plein air painting classes at the University of Hawaii at Manoa Outreach College. Now, Mark has earned numerous awards and has been the recipient of many honors. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Ritabelle's painting teacher to tell us more about the Heaven series, Mark N. Brown.
Aloha. Thank you, Kimo. And as Kimo was saying about pairings, we're talking about the delicious food, the outstanding entertainment, and then when the doors opened at 5:30, I saw everybody bypass the paintings and come right there because the food was waiting for them. We want to thank Kim and John Montgomery for setting up those paintings. So do yourself a favor, because I've seen Ritabelle do these paintings over the course of a year. So we would be, first of all, I'd like to have all the artists stand that have painted with Ritabelle Fernandes. Dennis Daniel, Kelly Fitzgerald, Lynette Dubs, Yvonne Menopon, it goes on. Joni Stotz, please stand, be recognized, because this is part of Ritabelle's support system. Talk about support, we want to recognize Karina, right? Thank you, Karina. This is Ritabelle's partner. As far as about 6 years ago, or 10 years ago, Jimmy and Phil Fernandes would come to painting sites. And Jimmy would do a little painting, Phil would just be sitting there. And then at the same time, these people are supportive. These are the same people that have been Ritabelle's support. Now, I gotta, she was doing good paintings as they progress, but then all of a sudden, she took a class with Ed Faruque. So let's recognize Ed. Ed and Joseph, thank you. Now, Ritabelle was painting scenes that you and I would see, Makapu'u, Kailua Beach, everything. Then all of a sudden, she went to the sandbar. All of a sudden, her eyes lit up because this was an ethereal experience for her. She started doing it all. And then she got out the palette knife, and it took off. Another thing is, Ritabelle, she's been coaching herself all along this way because she would do mini paintings on cigar boxes. And this would train her dexterity. So after a while, she could put anything down on a small, perhaps 8 by 10 cigar box. And then with Karina's help, she would take driftwood and she would start painting these scenes on them. I was just blown away. It was incredible. And then, so I would say that I've been her mentor for the last 8 years. And then for the last 3 years, she's been my mentor because when she paints, it's like an out-of-body experience. It's something special. But what I was saying about a year ago, she started this series, Heaven series. So we'd be at these locations, but she would bring out this Buddha. And then we'd be at Alamoana Park. She'll start painting this Buddha. And then the Angel series. And then the Heaven series, which was part of the Stairway to Heaven. She had this all going on. And people would come up to her and say, where do you see that? Or give me whatever you're smoking, because it was just incredible. Now, one thing is, Ritabelle doesn't want me to talk about her. But in the end, what happens is once she focuses on something, it's like a master training class. Once she focuses on something and she takes the steps, in her vocabulary, there is nothing like can't. I can't do that. In my class, I tell people, once you pass that threshold, the word can't isn't used. And we learned this from Ritabelle. We're all learning this. So at the same time, each time I take a step and I say to myself, maybe I'm taking too big a step. And then I look what Ritabelle's doing so far as a doctor, a lawyer, a singer, a dancer. Now she's taking ukulele. I'm like, wow, I'm blown away. But let's think about the series that you see. Once you look at that, you're going to see things like contrast. You're going to see sense of place. And then you're going to read, like if you pick up one of those calendars, these are going to stay with you for a whole year. So I would say that that's what I'm going to get. And I'm going to bestow that on a lot of my friends also. I want to also thank people like Dennis Daniel, who tells us where we're going to go every week. And we go to these locations, and everybody looks for that location. And then Ritabelle, she'll show up fashionably late. She'll come in at about 10, and I'll say, welcome, Ritabelle. And at the same time, when she does her painting in about 2 hours. And it's just wiping everyone's and taking our breath away. It's incredible. So, but the series, I want to tell you personally, when my mom was in hospice, Ritabelle came to visit her, my mom Nancy. So I want to thank, so some of these lessons I'm swallowing and digesting because she not only practices what she preaches, she does it to the nth degree. It's incredible, So at this time, I'd like to turn the mic back over to Christian. Yeah. Thank you.
Mahalo to Mark Brown. Give him a nice hand, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome back to the stage with Emma and Sophia, Dr. Ritabelle Fernandes.